IPS.
I was told about a buzz in the audio. I think it should be fixed, and we'll see. So if you couldn't hear because of the buzz, if there was the audio you're having trouble hearing because of the buzz, it should be fixed. There's a little delay in the stream. All right. So now runners at second and third, and your batter is still in the box. There's a little timeout for Jal to kind of regroup because they're realizing that 2 more runs across and they're done. So they're getting regrouped and just trying to figure it out. Hold on for me just a minute. It is 8-0. I was double checking. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Loving is batting. They came into this 6-0 into this inning. They put 2 across. They have 2 more on base, second and third. Those runners represent the winning. The run on second represents the winning run unless Jal can find a way to stop them and get some outs. No outs. Swing and a foul out of play off to the right will be a strike on this batter. And again, I've been just trying to make adjustments and get on, and so I know there are no outs, and I'm not keeping balls and strikes on the batters. I do not have lineups or anything. We're doing good just to get this on toward the very end of the game so that you can at least hear a little bit of this game. It's not been a good one for Jal, although they held Loving. It was 6-0 when I was putting everything together, and that's going to be a walk to load the bases. So no outs, bases loaded. There's a worse place to be. At least there's a force on any base now, and batter. This is player number 9 for Loving, standing up with bases loaded. It's 8-0 right now, and there is a timeout being called by Jal. Let's see what they're going to do. Jal's coach coming out to talk with the girls, and this timeout, just want to say thank you to our sponsors, and again, just because of the nature of not knowing who's going to play when, who's going to win, who's going to lose, and likelihood of some teams winning or losing, and then the opposite having happened. We're thrilled with all of our Lee County teams winning. But it has caused some conflicts with games and personnel up here. So I got over here from doing the Loving Artesia game all the way out at Rio Rancho, and now over here at Los Altos to pick up this one. If Jal loses, they go over to field number 1, and they're going to play Eunice or Hozo. Eunice and Hozo are playing right now on that field. And the loser of that game, I believe it's the loser of that game, will play. So I'm not sure. I said Eunice, they would play Eunice, but that's just depending on who wins and loses. I'll take a look at that. But I believe the winner of that game, there's a call strike with bases loaded. A call strike on this batter, and I believe making it a 3-1 count, either 3-1 or 3-2. On this batter. A swing and a foul, pop foul, out of play. Oh, caught. Hey, it was caught right at the fence. So the catcher caught that, Jal's catcher, right at the fence. So that's a 1 out, bases loaded, 1 out, bases loaded. Now player number 1 coming up to the plate for Loving. They're ahead of Jal, 1-0. So whoever, I believe it's whoever loses that game between Eunice Hojo will stick around, and that's who Jal will move over and play. Or it may be the winner, and I'll have to pull up the bracket, but I've got 3 things going on my phone right now. And trying to keep it out of the sunshine. It overheated out at the right at the end of the game, right after the game. My phone overheated and wouldn't work out at Rio Rancho. So we're full sun. There's very little shade to be had. Certainly not for radio crews trying to get set up in places. These stands are really full by this time of this game. All right, and that is going to miss. So let's see what count the ump gives me. If he does, he doesn't hold up the hands. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Jal trying to get out of this and get in the dugout, get their bats swinging before they give up 2 more runs and the end of this game. And they'll move over and they'll play either Hojo or Eunice, just not sure if that's the case. So I can do a quick search. See if I can get this. And there's a ground ball headed to third base. The throw over to first. Did it pull her off the bag? Oh, and that was it. That was 2 outs. Okay, that's good. There were 2 outs, not 1. So 2 outs in that for Jal. So they managed to keep Loving at bay. Now they go in. It's 8-0, and they've got 1 more at bat. They've got to score 8 to tie it and 9 to move ahead. And Loving, as the home team, will get the final at bat. So I'm going to look real quick. Let's hear from some of the Jal sponsors.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
All right, and welcome back. It is the winner of that game going on between Eunice and Hojo, and they have not either. It's not over, or they haven't posted the results because the results are not posted up on the tournament bracket yet. So it is the loser of this game against the winner of that game, either Eunice or Hojo, and I don't know how that game is going. So Jal coming up to the plate. Let's get back to my score bug. We can at least give you that so that you can keep track of this. 8-0. Now it's top of the 7th. And number 5 for Jal up to the plate, left-handed batter. And I believe he called that a ball. So Jal's last chance at bat, 8 to tie it, 9 to go ahead. Swing and a miss. So I believe that the count is even, 1-1. Jal needing base runners. There's a little foul down the third base line for strike number 2. So 1-2 the count. I believe I'll try to catch numbers. I can't see the numbers from here on who's on deck and who's in the hole for Jal. But this is number 5. Swing and a foul out of play, hanging tough at the plate for the count to remain at 1-2. As I go ahead and get Jal up, and I can see their roster real quick. See their roster. Let's see, this is number 5. This is Alia Navarrete, who is at bat right now. And I think the count is 2-2. She's hanging tough. There was another foul back to the screen. So first batter up for Jal here in the top of the 7th inning at Los Altos on field number 3. And is that going to miss? 3-0. Oh, 3. Yeah, 3 and no, it's got to be 3-2. She's had a couple fouls, so it must be full. So no outs. Strike, call, strike, and Navarrete goes down looking for out number 1. Now Jal down to their last 2 outs to try to tie or go ahead of Loving, a team that they have just fought hard against all season long. And Jal, man, they came up here and they surprised Raton, knocked them into the losers bracket. Jal stayed in the winners bracket. But their reward for all of that hard work is to have to run into the buzzsaw that is Loving softball. And that's going to miss. 2 balls, no strikes. So 2-0 count, 1 out, nobody on. And this is number 9. Let's see if I can get back over. This is Charisma Rodriguez. Charisma Rodriguez, another left-handed batter. So Charisma Rodriguez. And there's going to be a strike. So I think the count is 3-1 now. Yes, it is 3-1 on Charisma Navarrete. Rodriguez. And that misses, and she takes her base. So working the walk with a base runner, 1 out, 1 on now, and Jal has some hope and some life. But they gotta, it's a tall order. They gotta come up with 8 runs to tie it. 9 to go ahead. Got a runner on. Now this is gonna bring up, and I don't see that the number is on the back, and she's a right-handed batter, so I don't know the number of this batter. Swing and miss. I think it's number 2. So working the walk, 1 out, strike 1. Let's see. This is number 2. It is Mayra Nieto. And that was Charisma Rodriguez on first, working the walk. So this is Nieto. And that's a call strike. Fastball. This Loving pitcher is pretty salty. It's a big reason why Loving is ranked number 1 in the state, and that they've pretty much munched their way completely. There's a swing and a miss, and she goes down. That was 3 strikes. So that's out number 2. So Nieto striking out for out number 2. And now Jal is down to their last strike, as a timeout being taken here by Loving. I'm not sure why. I think they're just, they seem to be laughing. So I don't know what the timeout is for, the purpose. They're poised to win this game, but maybe the coach is saying, don't take this too lightly. Don't assume that you've got it won. They've got 1 out left, and anything's possible. And Jal should note that as well. All right, so 2 outs. 1 runner on. That is Rodriguez working the walk on first base. Swing, and a high fly ball is going to be fair. It's going to fall in deep in left field, and that is, the runner is rounding home, and she's going to slide in, and the throw is in time, but it is not caught. So Loving scores. That is Rodriguez after walking very speedy. That was a long fly ball with 2 outs. There's no reason why the runner didn't go, and she made quick work of it. And that's an RBI double for that lady standing out on second base, and I don't know what her number is. She's a right-handed batter, and I couldn't see her jersey, so I'm not quite sure, but an RBI double for her has Jal on the board. 2 outs. And now this is player number 1, I believe, or is this a 7? No, it is 1. So let's go and look at my roster on Max Preps. This is Peyton Lujan, and she's a left-handed batter, and the first pitch in is a call strike. So Peyton Lujan, and I'm going to try to see the runner on second is staying put, so I'm not sure who she is. So it is 8-1 and 2 strikes, an 0-2 count on Peyton Lujan. I believe this is the bottom of the order if I remember yesterday's game correctly. So Jal is down to their final strike here. Try to make it happen, and swing and a miss, and that's it. Swing and a miss. Strikeout 3, out 3, or not strike, third strike, 3rd out. And Jal can say they did not get skunked. They did not get shut out because they were able to put a run across here in the top of the 7th inning, and they lose this one 8-1, and that means they're going to move over to field number 1 and take on the winner of the Hojo Eunice game over there that it was going on as I was coming over here to set up. So that's what's happening. We'll take a break. Thank you for being patient. Sorry that we couldn't get this game on earlier. Believe me, if I short of a helicopter, I can't tell you how many times I broke the speed limit getting here. I was safe, but I was flying without a plane. So I was trying to get here to get at least the end of this game on. And sorry it couldn't have been more, but we're doing what we can, and we will have the complete next game. And it's a must-win for Jal. Now that they've had one loss, they are in the consolation bracket, and they must win their next game. And it'll be against either Eunice or Hojo, whoever won or either is winning or won that game. So I'll disconnect everything and make a quick trip over to the other field, and we'll have the entire game for you over there. So thank you very much to everyone, to all of Jal. I'll play one more sponsor for you, and then we're out of here.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jal, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.